letting go of every expectation of perfection. Take a moment of appreciation to have gratitude for the fact that I don't have to be perfect, that I can just be human, that, you know, I can play my role and walk my path with pride, knowing that as I follow my heart and as I tap into something bigger than myself, I can provide a loving message of inspiration. So what's up? We are out here in the woods, taking the time to utilize this opportunity before it gets real cold and come out here and enjoy some nature. Getting some running in today, looking for mushrooms. It's been raining a lot here in North Carolina. And so today's message that came to me and through this experience I'll share about in a minute is falling, and in the fact that it is totally okay to fall sometimes. It's totally okay to fall, get back up. It's totally okay to fall for some bullshit. I think we all have. And it's totally okay to fall for somebody if that's the case. There's many ways we can fall. We can fall victim to stuff. We can fall for lies that were pitched to us. We can fall like a tree does in the forest, But the main thing is with this is that we get back up. The main thing is that we learn from this. And the biggest thing that's beautiful about being a human is that we were made to make mistakes, man. And the sooner we make as many mistakes as possible while learning something, we can grow from that, readjust, and evaluate what's going to be good for taking things to the next level and progressing, because we can utilize and analyze these mistakes so we don't make them again. So I'm out here running today. And your boy, I got one back there on my back. I don't know if y'all can see it, but your boy straight up fell. I'm talking about I busted my ass. And all I could do was laugh, At first, I went into defense mode and started to want to mentally beat myself up like I do sometimes, right? Like we all do. And, and I just got back up and I shook my body off. It took a minute, I had to walk it out, but I just laughed, And that's where it just came down to me. It doesn't matter how many times we fall. It's that we get back up and we keep going. Doesn't matter how many times we fall. It's how we get back up. And that we can portray a good message and a success, and through this falling down, sharing with others about how we triumphed over something that in our life at one point, it didn't seem like we could get back up from, and I'm speaking in experience here, right? Because there was one point in time in my life to where I didn't think I was getting back up. I didn't even want to get back up. Matter of fact, I deliberately put myself down mentally, spiritually. I was out there in the streets in Texas and, I had literally given up, And so this version of me, it was not built overnight, man, And, it's taken a lot of hard work, a lot of shadow work, a lot of spiritual work, and a lot of mental training and discipline to get myself to this point to where I even have the courage to come in front of this phone and come up here on YouTube and Instagram and speak about my life, or maybe, have the courage to share about myself. And that's what this is all about, is to encourage you and remind myself by doing this, you know that anything is fucking possible. That you can do it too. It's not something that, you know, I'm sitting here saying like you got to be a glorified level of this spiritually or in this part of society. Nah, man, we're all the same. If I can do it, you can do it. So this is a hope and inspirational message, you know, that we may fall sometimes, man. We may fall a million times. But eventually, that shit's going to hurt enough to where it's going to be like, I'm going to get up and I ain't going to fall down doing this shit again. Now, I might fall down doing something else because I'm just a human, man. I'm going to make mistakes. And no matter how much I think I've mastered something, you know, I am subject to revisit it at any given time. Or I am subject to not be perfect in it at any given time. But we can learn to laugh through these things. We can learn to share our mistakes. We can learn to share our experiences, and maybe someone else ain't got to fall like we did. But, you know, it's not the fall that defines us. It's the what do we do with it, you know? That's the beauty behind it. And in doing so, here we are, coming into fall. Autumn is upon us. You know, we're in Mercury retrograde, so I encourage everybody to make sure we're mindful of how we're speaking to ourselves, how we're speaking to others. A lot of people are catching hell out there in the technological and in life forms communication. You know, the whole universe is communication field because Mercury is a planet involved with communication. You know, it's disrupted in a funky way. And if anybody follows the retrograde and anybody knows anything about astrology, we all are talking about this because, you know, it's just something to be mindful of. So what's working for me is I just make sure to be very mindful before I speak and put things out towards people. Be very mindful for the fact that, you know, especially with people that hold social jobs and in society, you know, that may do customer service and stuff, that, you know, they might be catching hell out there. So I'm going to put out some positivity and counterbalance this energy, you know, so I don't have to play a part of the negativity in that pole and that side of it. Now, any given day, I might, you know, have a moment or two, you know, to where I can't hold that. And that's okay. We all have our poles. We all have our moments. And as in tapping into the fact that there's two sides to everything. And there's always perspective. So anyway, today's a beautiful day. I encourage everybody to get out here in nature. Take care of your immune system today. Start utilizing the fact we need to learn some tools in this time that'll prepare us for these winter months. To prepare us to have some extra food around. You know, the supply chains ain't gotten any better lately. And a lot of us have been speaking about this. You know, it's a good time to prepare for the worst, because at least that way, if all these crazy conspiracy theories, right, come true, which if you do enough research, guys, there's enough evidence on a lot of these subjects that you will find what you're looking for, or better yet, it'll find you. And you'll start to attract people that, you know, fit to your vibe, because you attract what you are, not what you desire. And, you know, as you do enough research, it all leads you to the same similar sets of evidence, which tell us that most of this shit out here, especially the mainstream narrative, is a distraction, it's a lie, and there's always deeper levels to this shit. And there's always deeper things and contingencies and plans going on under that deceptional main narrative that's being fed to us through repetitional TV, through these mainstream celebrities who, by the way, are puppets who get paid to do this. Not all of them. I can't speak on everybody, but, you know, then by these politicians, which I don't care who you fuck with. I don't fuck with politicians, period. Because, you know, it's the same fucking bird fucking us all, man. Red, blue, all that shit's an illusion, man. You know, us, the people, we need to come together and figure out a solution that works for us, includes all of us. and is not so dependent upon this system. So I encourage you, please reach out if you have any ideas, or if that sounds good to you as well, because that sounds great to me. And I don't have all the answers, y'all. And nor do I want all the answers, because I don't think my brain can handle it. Yeah, what a joy it is to be human, y'all. So get out there today, guys. Reach out if you need me. Take care of your mental health today. Get some fresh air. The sun is out. Oh my gosh, it's beautiful. You know, fall down as many times as you need to, but just make sure to remember, get back up. Do something about it. Laugh about it. Shake it off, man. It's not the end of the world, but it is. Yeah, 2020 is real live in effect, y'all. But it's the end of an evil, corrupt, older model. Tap into this new earth energy. Tap into this natural energy. And we're going to keep it going, man. I love y'all. We are out. Stay well.